A 50-year-old man was shot and killed early this morning near his Redland Acres home, and a 22-year-old man is being questioned about the murder. The murder is the second in as many days, and the victims are notably outside the age range of average murder victims. Stephen Gay was at the murder scene, which follows yesterday's shooting death of 63-year-old Ernest Hepburn. Tonight, what police know so far about this latest murder and how relatives are reacting.
The murder count climbed to 82 this morning after a man was shot and killed not far from his Redland Acres home just off Soldier Road. This marks the fourth murder in 5 days. Superintendent of Police Paul Roll told reporters at the scene that authorities were called to investigate reports of gunshots just off Sumner Street around 9:30 a.m.
Officers responded where they found a male suffering from gunshot wounds. Investigation preliminarily is showing us that he was involved with an argument with another male which resulted in him being shot. We don't have an identity yet on this suspect, and we'll provide you some more information as that becomes available. We are speaking to persons right now.
Did residents see who did it?
Yeah, we believe that one or two persons may have seen what happened, and we appeal to them to come forward and let us know. But we are talking to persons as we speak, residents.
As police processed the scene, area residents and family members openly wept, calling for justice as they tried to piece together exactly what happened. While police officers offered no identity for the slain man, Althea Hannah, who identified herself as the mother of the deceased, identified the victim as 50-year-old Owen Hannah, a father of 7. She described her son as a loner whom she loved dearly.
That's my son, that's my pain. That's my pain. That's my pain. But to everything there's a season. God give it and He take it. Blessed be the name of the God. And I got to trust Him with this. And you might believe me, I got to trust Him. Because I'll fall up. I have to trust God. It's my sauce.
So far, police say they have no motive for the slaying. However, they are aggressively investigating this matter and say that they are confident that they will close this case in short order. Meanwhile, police say that they are following several leads into Tuesday's murder that claimed the life of Ernest Hepburn in Inagua Way off Carmichael Road. Investigations into both matters continue. Stephen Gay, ZNS News.
Now, it's believed that Ernest Hepburn was killed yesterday for his gold chain. The incident has placed the gold buying business under the microscope again. Now, the National Security Minister and Police Commissioner are taking a closer look at these operations. Here's Janaea Noel Ferguson.
Thousands of motorists traveling along eastern New Providence will not have to worry too much.
We apologize. We don't have the story at this point, but we will get back to that later in the newscast. Meantime, officials from the Ministry of Works say the multi-million-dollar New Providence Road Improvement Project is about 90% complete, and there's relief especially for eastern New Providence motorists. The Minister of Works and Urban Development, the Honorable Philip Davis, along with contractors, told reporters today that all roadways near Burnett Road, Village Road, Soldier Road, and Wolf Road will be open starting Monday. LaDon Davis has more.
Motorists traveling along eastern New Providence will not have to worry too much about traffic jams, and that's because those roads that are currently under construction will be open just in time for the new school term.
Minister of Works and Urban Development, the Honorable Philip Davis, assures the motoring public that the first coat of asphalt will be applied to thoroughfares on Burnett, Village, and Wolf Roads by Sunday night.
I caution, though, that the schedule for initial paving on Burnett Road is for Saturday, the 1st of September, with Sunday as a backup day. There is still the possibility that Burnett Road may have to be closed for a few days if unexpected difficulties are experienced. Although, like you, I sincerely hope not. This is not to say that the entire 15.7 miles of roadworks will have been finished, as there are still outstanding water main works at a crossing at the Old Village Road roundabout, connections along Village Road, and a connection at Grace Avenue.
Additionally, the Works Minister says with the active support of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, school traffic will be flowing throughout the capital. But he says his ministry is still having challenges getting some aspects of the road work completed.
The challenges were, in fact, the utility lines that's below the surface, where they were, identifying them, finding them, and trying to execute the work with minimum damage to those and replacing them at the same time.
Now, the New Providence Road Improvement Project has been in the pipeline since 2000 and has cost the government just over a whopping $200 million. Under the previous government, additional monies were needed for further completion, but Mr. Davis says the new administration was able to save some pennies this time around.
Works officials are optimistic that the New Providence Road Improvement Project will be completed by October 31st. LaDon Davis, ZNS News.
As Hurricane Isaac continues to pound New Orleans, a Bahamian doctor, Richard Wells, working at Tulane University Hospital in downtown New Orleans, says he and a team of doctors have treated a number of people impacted by the storm. However, he says none of the cases are serious so far.
I've been working in the medical ICU, and so typically I've been seeing patients who have they've come in dealing with complications related to losing power. So, they have medical equipment that is no longer working because they've lost their electricity. So a lot of them are coming in for assistance with that, and just two patients had severe infections that we were helping them to deal with because they lost their medical equipment. I think most people in this city have fared well. I think they were a lot more prepared than they were for Katrina.
Now, Isaac has been downgraded to a tropical storm, but 500,000 people are without power tonight after water topped an 8-foot levee in Plaquemines Parish, flooding neighborhoods and homes with water reportedly as high as 12 feet in some areas. Despite this news, Dr. Wells says, unlike Katrina in 2005, residents are in good spirits.
It actually didn't break. I think it just that the water rose higher than the levee. The height of the levee, so that's what it just spilled over. And that particular levee was in one of the outer parishes of the city. Most people were somber about it, but people are generally in good spirits because I think for the most part the city's faring very well compared to what it experienced during Katrina.
Now, according to Dr. Wells, many people living in downtown New Orleans, particularly those with children, evacuated. Meantime, officials are taking steps to rescue people trapped in flooded homes. Hurricane Isaac may landfall in New Orleans late Tuesday evening. Accused drug dealer Stephen Dye Stubbs will have to wait a bit longer to learn the outcome of his 2009 drug case before the magistrate's court. Stubbs and 3 other men, Dion Minnis, Selva Hudson, and David Colbrook, are on trial in connection with the seizure of nearly 4,000 pounds of marijuana at Exuma back in 2009. The drugs have an estimated street value of $400,000. Magistrate Carolee DeBethel was expected to deliver a ruling today, but the matter was adjourned because she was ill, and an earlier ruling was put on hold as Magistrate Bethel awaited the outcome of a constitutional motion filed by Dion Minnis in the Supreme Court claiming his rights had been breached. That motion was dismissed this morning. Meantime, Stubbs returns to court on Friday. He's still in custody at the Fox Hill Prison. School-based police officers officially met today with school administrators at the schools they'll be assigned to Monday during a workshop at police headquarters. National Security Minister Dr. Bernard Nottage, who also acted in the capacity of Education Minister Jerome Fitzgerald, who was away attending a conference, read a letter from a teacher highlighting several serious issues occurring in schools which make police presence necessary.
By girls due to relation. I don't know who this is. I don't know. This is that I received. Fighting done by girls due to relationships either with the same sex or opposite sex. Lesbianism is very prevalent, and deviant, lewd acts, social acts are done on a daily basis. Stealing is done daily where any valuable can go missing. Shoes, belts, clothing, money, and laptops owned by teachers. 3, gambling games are held especially in the morning, all through the day, especially by the young boys. He says teachers are required to teach, not to discipline students in ways that the teacher would jeopardize their own safety.
Deputy Director of Education Patricia Collins says police officers are a welcome addition to the education unit.
I wholeheartedly say that we welcome the school-based policing officers who will be assigned to our schools. We welcome their assistance with the prevention and, where necessary, the investigation of any occurrences of violence or criminal activity in the schools.
Why the Prime Minister is meeting with these church leaders. That story's after the break.